everybody, I'm Jovi Robinson and I'm back. So now I'm reading this for days. So I read this to my husband because he hates reading. So I read it for him. So she said here it's The Chronic Cough Enigma, The Path to a Cure by Dr. Janie Kaufman. So she have here the samples, the tables, the Glottal Culture Index and the Reflux Symptom Index, the RSI and the GCI. See, look at that. Can you see it? So we answer it. So my husband has a neurogenic cough. Um, yeah, and then, so we answered it. So how do the following affect you? I think you can take note of this. How do the following affect you? From 0, no problem, to 5, the severe problem. So 0 to 5. So number 1, speaking takes extra effort. My husband answered 4. Throat discomfort or pain after using your voice. My husband answered 2. Vocal fatigue or voice weakens as you talk. 3. Voice cracks or sounds different. 5. He answered 5. So circle one number on each of the 4 lines above. He already circled it. That's his answers. So now add up your 4 numbers to get your GCI. So he answered 4, 2, 3, and 5. So we add it up and it turns, the total is 14. If your GCI or Glottal Culture Index is 8 or greater, you are likely to have vocal cords that are not closing properly from itching, atrophy, scarring, paresis, paralysis, or because of a vocal cord growth of some kind. So my husband answered 14. So he have a problem. So table 3, the reflux symptom index, RSI. So how do the following affect you? 0, no problem, to 5, severe problem, to 0 to 5. So hoarseness or a problem with your voice. Number 2, clearing your throat. He answered 5. Excess throat mucus or post-nasal drip, the runny nose. 5. Difficulty swallowing food, liquid or pills. He answered 4. Coughing after you eat or after lying down. 5. Breathing difficulty or choking episodes. 4. Troublesome or annoying cough. 5. He really have annoying cough. He's so pitiful. Sensation of a lump in your throat. 4. Heartburn, chest pain, or indigestion. 5. You always have that for a long time. Circle one number on each of the lines above, and now add up your numbers to get your RSI or the reflux symptom index. 39. He answered 39. So I add up everything. So if you have an RSI score of 15 or greater, you have a 90% chance of having reflux by specialized reflux testing. So my husband have a reflux problem. Table 4, the Voice Institute of New York Chronic Cough Index. So please circle yes or no for all 10 questions. No maybes, just yes or no. Add up the answers in each column to derive the reflux to neurogenic ratio. Do you awaken from a sound sleep coughing violently with or without trouble breathing? He answered yes, because yes, he did that. Do you have choking episodes when you cannot get enough air, gasping for air? He said yes. Do you usually cough when you lie down in bed or when you just lie down to rest? No. Do you usually cough after meals or eating? Yes. Do you cough when or after you bend over? Yes. Do you more or less cough all day long? Yes. Does change of temperature make you cough or go to a cold temperature? Yes. Does laughing or chuckling cause you to cough? Yes. Do fumes, perfumes, automobile fumes, burn toast, etc., cause you to cough? Yes. Does speaking, singing, or talking on the phone cause you to cough? He said yes. So add the circles in each column. So he have 1, 2, 3, 4 yes for first column. Yeah. And he have answer no and 1 no and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yes. So it's 6 in neurogenic ratio. And now in reflux 4, neurogenic is 6. So equals 10. So if we examine the 3 indices, GCI, RSI, CCI, a pattern will emerge. First, look at your answer to the GCI. If your GCI score is 8 or more, you probably have a voice problem. Well, he have. When is your voice better and when is it worse? Morning hoarseness is typical for people who reflux during the night. Vocal fatigue and hoarseness that gets worse as the day goes on is more typical of vocal cord paralysis or weakness, and post-viral vagal neuropathy, PVVN. If you have PVVN, you are likely to have a neurogenic component to your cough. My husband have neurogenic component to his cough. Second, examine your RSI. That my husband have got, I think, 34. That's 39. Now that you know the symptoms of silent airway reflux, do you have it? Yes, you have it. You may never have heartburn or indigestion, but you still may have a reflux-related cough. Yes, you have. Generally, if you have an RSI score of 15 or greater, there's a 90% chance you have reflux. You have a reflux. Finally, examine your CCI and add up the two columns and find your reflux to neurogenic RN ratio. R.N ratio. The two numbers should always add up to 10. If your RN ratio is 10 by 0, or even 9 by 1 or 8 by 2, you most certainly have refluxes because of your cough. Conversely, if you are in 0 to 10 or 1, 9 to 8, you must certainly have neurogenic cough. All other scores imply that you probably have both reflux-related and neurogenic cough. Now we realize that he have neurogenic cough and reflux-related cough. So one big difference between reflux-related and neurogenic cough is that neurogenic cough is almost always dry. My husband is sometimes dry, but sometimes it's wet, whereas refluxers often have some degree of chronic bronchitis and therefore a wet cough. My husband have a wet cough and sometimes have a dry cough. So he have this too. He have the neurogenic and reflux-related cough. If you're a smoker, the above indices may be less accurate because smoking alone is a common cause of chronic bronchitis and cough. So in other words, my husband have a don't smoke at all. So he have reflux-related and neurogenic cough. So she talk about post-viral vagal neuropathy. So it's the same thing. Common upper respiratory infections caused by viruses can damage nerves in the throat, namely the vagus nerves that control all respiratory and digestive functions, including speaking, singing, swallowing, reflux, asthma, and cough. Yeah. So she gave always an example to everything, and she even gave medicines to her patients, and then yeah. Well, we still need to go to Dr. Rogers so that we will know if it's okay to take those for him. But Dr. Jamie Kaufman already said it's within 6 weeks and to 6 months only, and then the patient is off medication because she don't like patients taking medicines whole their life. That's how she is so good. See, if only there's an office in New York City right now, we're gonna go there, but they only offer a what is that, internet cam-to-cam appointment. So for 30 minutes you need to talk to her by camera, by the internet. So it's not allowed still in New York City to go have a checkup in person. So that made my husband sad, but we're happy that we found this book online, and it really helps him control his diet. So as what I said, he's doing a vegetarian diet now, and veggies and fish and chicken, and then less fats, oil, and less sodium, and no MSG at all. So, and no acid vegetables and no acid, low acid fruits. So yeah, that's it. And he and she even talk about, she talk about the pepsin, inflammation, and tissue damages. Yeah, she talk about taking care of your stomach. Yeah, she talk about how bad are the PPIs, or the proton pump inhibitors. That's include the omeprazole. That's what I talked from a while ago. Omeprazole is really bad for you. You don't need to take it for all your life. That's what she said. And take H2As. That is the ranitidine, and famotidine. That's the Pepcid. That's what my husband is taking right now, and he's doing good. He took the alkaline water and with the Pepcid and banana every morning, and then for lunch, vegetable or salad, uh, low acidic salad, and grilled chicken or grilled fish without salt, without MSG. That's all for today, and I'm recommending you to buy this book for your own knowledge and for your information. It's very informative, and you'll learn a lot, and you're gonna be mad for the results from your doctors, and but happy as well, and that you found an answer for all your doubts and questions for all these years that this doctor's giving you didn't even cure you. So my husband is so happy. Now he's coughing lesser, and he is spitting little. Before he spit, as what I told you, he spit half of this bottle or 1 cup of spit every day, every time. And he's afraid to go to the church because of that, because he keep on clearing his throat and he keep on coughing. And it's a COVID time this time. And he think it's too shameful. And then this book really helped you. My husband just take Pepcid in the low acid vegetarian diet and low sodium. So good luck everyone, and buy this book in Amazon. Thank you. God bless.